La hice. Esta camisa es mía, esta camisa yo la hice para mi corazón. Esta yo la hice para mí, pero hacemos para vender también. Mira, como hace ratito, no sé si llegaste a mirar, hace ratito te mostré que es este es el logo de los Rams. Mira, es una chivita que está media agarrada ahí. Es el logo del Rams. Mira, este es el logo de ellos, de los Rams. Quedó muy bonita la camisa, mucho le gustó. Es una chivita que está así como no sé cómo, como agachadita. Como nomás la pura cabezota, es una chiva. Vamos a ver cómo le llamen allá. Entonces sí, sí, chiva esta camisa. Está ahí tiempo para, si a la gente le gusta, le podemos hacer una, ¿verdad? Claro, se pueden hacer. Vamos a llevar unas para El Salvador, pero del canal, Jeffrey. Voy a llevarles unas a ustedes.
He's going to take the top off the coverage. Van Jefferson will come screaming on a crossing route. Odell Beckham set his feet, let that thing go, which we've seen before.
Wow, that would be amazing. That would be awesome. That would be one of the greatest stuck landings in the history of bold predictions.
What do you got?
Boy, if Odell Beckham lets that ball go after getting his hands in the Super Bowl, more power to him. That's a strong man. I could never do it. I would hold on to that thing.
Man, you greedy,
Yes, I am. But let me give you this right here. Did you guys know Jamar Chase and T. Higgins played in the championship game? Remember LSU? LSU and Clemson championship game. And they had 273 yards in that game. Now, combined in the Super Bowl, most yards combined by receivers on the same team in a Super Bowl. 280 receiving yards by Danny Amendola and Chris Hogan in Super Bowl 52. I say Jamar Chase and T. Higgins smash that record today and get 281 combined yards in a Super Bowl today.
All right. And I'll give you one here. We're going to have overtime, and both teams are going to touch the football.
Whoa.
Yeah. How's that for bold prediction?
If that happens, we're talking about one of the best Super Bowls
Both teams
of
touch
all
the
time.
Both teams touch the football.
I like that.
Like the Bengals' last game?
Yeah. Yeah, Steve. That's right.
Yeah.
That's never happened in the Super Bowls. We all know the one overtime was Tom Brady just going right down the field and wrapping it up. So, keep us serious. I could write things down for you, too. Mark Wahlberg is making his way to...
Every home should be a haven. IKEA.
People everywhere living with type 2 diabetes are waking up to what's possible with Rybelsus. The majority of people taking Rybelsus lowered their blood sugar and reached an A1C of less than 7. Rybelsus isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. Don't take Rybelsus if you or your family ever had medullary thyroid cancer, or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2, or if allergic to it. Stop Rybelsus and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or an allergic reaction. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Tell your provider about vision problems or changes. Taking Rybelsus with a sulfonylurea or insulin increases low blood sugar risk. Side effects like nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea may lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems. Wake up to the possibility of lower A1C with Rybelsus. You may pay as little as $10 for up to a 3-month prescription. Ask you today.
I'm constantly nodding because I know everything about furniture, but with the business side, I'm feeling a little lost.
QuickBooks can help. An easy way to get paid, pay your staff, and know where your business stands. New business, no problem. Success starts with Intuit QuickBooks.
What does the future of strength look like? It's dynamic weight that adjusts for you in real time for a more efficient workout. And you can only experience it on Tonal.
T-ball on Friday, swim lessons on Saturday.
And car shopping? How about car shopping right here, right now?
Seriously?
Yep.
Car Gurus lets you shop for great deals from cars that can be delivered right to your family room.
Driveway would be better.
Car Gurus. Get your great deal delivered.
No, not the guac man.
Not Granny. The Gap is gonna knock you out. Take him, but not Granny. Rest in power, Granny.
Taste of the NFL is adding a little flavor to Super Bowl Sunday. Celebrity chefs show off their skills as they come together in LA to help raise awareness against childhood hunger. Taste of the NFL, tonight at 5:30 on NFL Network.
She said
Hour number 7 of our 8.5-hour pregame show for Super Bowl 56 is live on the air. Rams and Bengals, a gorgeous, red-hot Southern California day. Temperatures heading towards the high 80s right now. And fans from all over the world are coming to this jewel of the Los Angeles sports scene now. First year with fans, first year, as we all know, for the Super Bowl here in Los Angeles since 1992. Look at that stadium inside. Gorgeous spot. Halftime's going to be tremendous with so many Los Angeles entertainers getting ready for the halftime show. Bengals and the Rams, as I mentioned here, it's now 1 o'clock Pacific time, 4 Eastern time. Toe is going to meet ball in about 2+ hours from now. It's game day morning, NFL game day morning, presented by Intuit TurboTax Live. Rich Eisen, Steve Mariucci, Kurt Warner, who's going to be leaving us shortly to call the game on Westwood One Radio. It's your 4th Super Bowl that you're calling for them?
Yeah,
awesome.
4.
That is so cool. Nate Burleson here on loan a little bit from CBS. Longtime friend of NFL Network and colleague of ours, and Michael Irvin on the end of the set. The game plan for the Bengals to upset the Rams and bring home the Lombardi Trophy to Cincinnati. Words that I didn't think we'd ever say, you know, with any seriousness on NFL Network, but this is the reality. This is the real deal team coming in here tonight. What is that game plan, Steve?
Well, let's talk defense. How about that defensive coordinator, Lou Anarumo from Staten Island?
Forget about it.
All right, what about it? Because he's got a big job today. The Rams are really good, especially in the playoffs, at controlling the ball. Their time of possession has been over 35 minutes in these 3 playoff games. In fact, they converted 11 third downs against the Niners. So this Bengals defense has got to play like they played last week against Kansas City. That second half. Tighten up the defense. Come off the edges with Hubbard and Hendrickson and make it, you know, Patrick Mahomes only had 16 yards passing and only 2 first downs in the second half.
Right.
They've got to play like that with aggressive, tight coverage to have a chance to win this game.
Well, Joe Burrow sacked 51 times through the regular season, most in the NFL. Sacked 9 times against the Titans. We've been talking about it for 2 weeks. They're going to have to win the battle up front. They're somehow going to have to neutralize the Rams' front 4. How do you do that? Joe Burrow is good at processing information, spreading teams out, getting the ball out of his hands. I believe they have to make a concerted effort to do that early. The screen game, Nate, is going to be huge, but ways to get those guys up front, to just think about whether they're going to throw the ball, maybe slow their rush down a little bit, will be key in this game.
Yeah, and you mentioned defense, and getting after Matt Stafford is going to be key. Now, sacking Matt Stafford doesn't guarantee you a win, but making him uncomfortable in the pocket, that can mess up the rhythm of that offense. So this game will be won in the trenches like we're talking about, but I say the trenches in the benches. What do I mean by that? The benches. A couple of weeks ago, as I'm watching this AFC Championship game, the Chiefs, they get that lead. I'm looking at the Chiefs sideline. They're enjoying themselves. They're up pretty big in the first half. I look at the Bengals sideline. It's almost as if the game was tied. Score was 0-0. There was no panic. They were calm, cool, and collected. So the game being won in the trenches and on the benches, there will be some plays that will knock the wind out of you, maybe fold you as a team. Get up, dust yourself off, understand you're playing against the Rams in their fan base, in their city, but you still have a chance to win if you're in the game in the 4th quarter, Irv.
Yeah, remember in the Chiefs, they went for that play right at halftime.
Right before halftime.
That really changed everything because those guys went in and talked about, we got them right where we want them, and they came out. I say Cincinnati, on offense, you start fast. You go out right now and put points on the board. Don't wait till the second half comeback thing you've been doing in the postseason.
Right.
This is going to be something new for you. You cannot step in this game.
It could get away from you, Irv.
Hyperventilating
Right.
and not ready, and then start slow and be behind right here in Hollywood while they're playing on their home turf. So start fast, and you'll have an opportunity to finish fast.
Yeah, and get after Stafford, right? Get after Stafford to begin with, and maybe get that turnover that Stafford has not committed in these playoffs, and that would be the ultimate way to start fast. Obviously, Burrow and Chase getting off the schneid very fast would be, a nice check mark for the Cincinnati Bengals. Didi Kinkabala has been covering this Bengals team for the playoff run and joins us now here on Hour 7 of NFL Game Day morning at the Super Bowl. Didi?
Well, Rich, the electricity has certainly picked up. The fans are in the stands. The Bengals have all come out on the field. Joe Burrow's been throwing for probably a good 20 minutes. And, of course, we know that the Bengals keep saying they want to stick with routine. So what is routine? It's the wide receivers catching tennis balls. First it was T. Higgins. Just now it was Jamar Chase. I grabbed Chase. He said he feels ready. He just wants kickoff to get here. We talked about the weather because, Rich, it is very hot on this field. Chase said, it's fine. We're drinking a lot of water. Now over to the other sideline in Steve Weish.
Well, thanks a lot, Aditi. And we've heard all week about Rams quarterback Matthew Stafford. 17 of his 18 interceptions have come from pressures with 4 men or less, something that the Bengals like to do. So I asked head coach Sean McVay this week, were Stafford's interceptions directly related to the number of people pressuring him or the coverages behind him? And he said not all of the time. He said several times the receivers weren't running the right routes. They didn't catch passes. They were tipped. That led to some interceptions. And he said, yeah, sometimes Stafford did make some bad decisions. So the key today is for everybody to be in tune with all of the changes that the Bengals might throw at them defensively. But McVay said they've got a pretty good game plan. So for more on Stafford, let's send it to Kurt Warner.
Thanks a lot, Steve. You know, after years and years of giving everything you have, feeling like the prime of your career is being wasted, you join the Rams in your first season as their quarterback, you make a magical run to the Super Bowl. Where have I heard that story before? Well, anyways, this is exactly where Matthew Stafford sits today, with a chance to bring the Rams their first Super Bowl title in Los Angeles. And unless you spent years wondering if your time would ever come, you can't fully understand how special this moment really is.
I've had some really good trips to Cabo in my life, but none of them had quite the payoff that your trip did when you got down there and got a chance to talk to Coach McVay. Is this how you envisioned it when you guys were having those conversations?
Yeah, I mean, it was such a coincidence, such a thing that was not on my radar at the time, and didn't think I would really ever end up here. So happy that I did, and I was just looking for a change and something that was going to bring a spark to my family, myself, and we definitely have it here.
You know, moments in life don't really mean as much unless you have somebody really special to share it with. Kelly and yourself have been through quite a journey. What does this moment signify in your relationship?
You know, just a lot of years of having each other's back. She's had my back for a long time, and, you know, I like to think that she could lean on me at times when she needed me as well. So she's an unbelievable partner for me and somebody that brings the best out of me, holds me accountable, and is really one of the main reasons that I'm here today.
We've got some great young quarterbacks in the league. You're going to be playing against one of them on Super Bowl Sunday in Joe Burrow. What do you like about his game?
Oh, man, I've been a fan of his since he was at LSU. He was doing unbelievable stuff there, you know, with Jamar and the guys throwing it around, doing an unbelievable job. So I love his demeanor in the game. They've been down in some games, and he's done a great job of bringing them back, rallying, making big-time plays. It's a bunch of fireworks when they're on the other side of the ball. So it'll be a big challenge for our defense, but somebody that I've really enjoyed watching, you know, both in the college game and now, obviously, this last, 2 years in the pros.
Our experiences and our struggles shape who all of us are. There's been a lot of talk about what you gained by going to be a part of the Rams. What have you brought from your time in Detroit that has been a difference maker for this team?
You know, I hope a lot of mental toughness. You know, I hope, somebody who's been through a lot of tough times as a player, both personally and as a group and a team there in Detroit, and found ways to battle through that, continue to, trust your process and continue to work.
What would it mean to you personally to win the Super Bowl?
It would be a dream come true. You know, I'm no different than a lot of kids out there, a lot of guys that are playing this sport right now and dreaming of that since I was a little kid. You know, being able to hoist the Lombardi and then eventually get a ring would be a dream come true, be something that I would cherish for a lifetime, and hopefully it happens.
So neat, man. So many storylines and so many legacies could be born, cemented, made, history, so on and so forth. It's time, Kurt, to send you into the Westwood One booth with Kevin Harlan and the rest of the great crew that our friend Howie Deneroff puts together. Give Howie a shout out. All right. Who wins this game?
Who wins this game? Yeah, we've had a lot of fun in the playoffs of me talking with the Rams fans and doing the reverse jinx and thinking against my team so they wouldn't lose. But you get to this point, and it's about the best team winning this football game. I believe the Rams, my former team, are the best team in this Super Bowl. That guy that I just talked to, I believe he's going to come out of this game not only a champion, but also the Super Bowl MVP. I believe the Rams keep the title right here in L.A. First time since we did it way back in 1999.
So it would be the first one for L.A. for the Rams. And that would take care of both locations. Well, I guess Cleveland wouldn't be, but that's where they all originally came from. Hey, Kurt, thanks for the time. You're the best. Love you. Have a great broadcast.
Great call, man. Season with all you guys.
We'll see you at the Combine.
All right, we'll see you soon.
We'll see you at the Combine. All right, there's Kurt Warner. So he's about to leave the set, and that's when we'll talk badly about him. Send things over to Ian Rappaport and the rest of the crew for the Game Day Notebook latest. Gents?
Well, thanks, Rich. You guys remember when Tom Brady retired? That was kind of a big deal, right? Could that have been a soft retirement? According to colleague Tom Pelissero and myself, the Bucs want Tom Brady back and have told him through a couple different ways that they would do what it takes to get him back, really, whatever it is. And from my understanding, Tom Brady has not ruled this out and is at least keeping his mind open when it comes to actually coming back on the field. There's some contractual things that the Bucs would need to do salary-wise to make it easier for the salary cap. They have not done it as they hold out hope that maybe, just maybe, the GOAT will return.
Ian, if it's not Tom Brady, don't be surprised if the Buccaneers swing big on a veteran quarterback once again. I can tell you they've done extensive homework on a strange Texans quarterback, Deshaun Watson. They're also one of multiple teams that's expected to at least explore a potential Russell Wilson deal, though the Seahawks have given no indication that they intend to move Russ. One team that doesn't have a quarterback question, finally, it's Super Bowl Sunday, we don't have to talk about the Cowboys. Dak Prescott is healthy. He's got a contract extension, but they've got some other big decisions that they've got to make. I am told Ezekiel Elliott will be back for 2022. He dealt with that PCL injury last year. I thought he played really well when he was healthy. They appreciate the work ethic. More up in the air, wide receiver Amari Cooper. Big priority for Dallas, re-sign Michael Gallup. Hard to do that if they've got Amari Cooper taking up $20 million on the cap, Mike.
Back to what you said about Russell Wilson, the Seahawks giving no indication that they want to trade him. They plan for him to be their quarterback in 2022 as of right now. And Russell Wilson was here in Los Angeles doing a bunch of media saying he expects to be in Seattle and would like to win multiple Super Bowls there. He also said that he and Pete Carroll, their relationship as good as it's ever been. That is the truth. Those guys have been talking a bunch. So there is communication back and forth. We'll see where this goes. You put it all together and you say, well, it's going to take a lot if somebody's going to try to pry Russell Wilson away from Seattle, Ian.
Yeah, one quarterback that does not seem to be able to be pried away from the Las Vegas Raiders is Derek Carr. From what I understand, the Raiders are set to finally commit to Derek Carr in the form of a contract extension, probably a 2-year extension, but something that makes him not worry about his spot with the Raiders anymore. That had been up in the air really ever since John Gruden got hired. Meanwhile, the Green Bay Packers and Aaron Rodgers are in probably as good a place relationship-wise, guys, as they've been in a very long time. Rodgers staying 3 or 4 extra days after the season to meet with Matt LaFleur, and he name-checked Brian Gutekunst, the GM, during his MVP speech. That was important. I am told the Packers are willing to make Rodgers the highest-paid player in the NFL in the form of a contract extension. That's very nice, Tom, to keep him cool. We will see what Rodgers eventually decides to choose. And now we will send it to Michael Irvin and Nate, and we'll get cool here.
It is time now for receiving attention, and it's always great, even when Nate halfway across the country in New York, and I'm here, and I got my boy right here with me today. Much love, my brother. Let's jump right into this and have some fun, Nate. Bigger game today. Odell Beckham
No, Jamar Chase or Cooper Kupp. Okay, I got you, Irv. I'm going with Cooper Kupp, and I'm not being a homer, not being biased because Matt Stafford's my former quarterback. I'm talking about the best offensive player in the game. Now, here's the thing. We've talked about this all day long. He's a great route runner, okay? We know that he can catch the ball, high point it as any other receiver can in the league. But it's the play calling that helps him get open pre-snap. So that's why I'm going with Cooper Kupp.
And I'm going with Jamar Chase because we're talking impact. And it's not just what you produce when we talk impact. It's how I help other people because they'll have to worry about me. You talked about putting Ramsey on Higgins and rolling the whole coverage to Jamar Chase. That's an impact on a game, and Jamar Chase will have a great impact. I'll take Chase today, my brother.
All right, well, you spent your career as the #1 wide receiver. Most of my career, I was the #2 wide receiver. So let's talk about a couple of those #2s in this game, all right? Let's jump right in. Who's going to have a bigger impact on the game, OBJ or T. Higgins?
And let me tell you why I'm taking Odell Beckham Jr. Odell Beckham Jr. went 33 straight games without 100 yards, and he had 100 yards last week in the NFC Championship game. Right in that building, right there. After 33 straight games, he haven't had back-to-back 100-yard days since like week 7 and 8, 2018, when Eli Manning was still on the field. Eli Manning walking around with a cane. He's so old right now. That's how long it's been since Odell Beckham. He'll have back-to-back 100-yard days in that building. He may get the MVP, and then he's just going to kick dirt like that on Cleveland and say,
I see what you're doing here. You're trying to outperform me right now. I'm not going to let you do that. Let me tell you why I'm going with T. Higgins. Okay, because listen, we got the wide receiver, Jamar Chase. All the focus will be on him. And being a #2, you can do what you do. So, yeah, just like overseas in Britain, it's going to be tea time. So pass me the crumpets.
Tea time. I like that, baby. Tea time.
That's my Irv impression.
That's how we do a little over here on receiving.
Oh, yeah. One more question.
Oh, you want to get that one?
Yeah, I want to get that one in.
Run on top of it. Get the, what trips me out.
What's
more surprise?
Yeah.
And get this, people, you need to hear this information. McVay over Calvin Johnson for Georgia High School Player of the Year. Zach Taylor over Adrian for the Big 12 Player of the Year.
I played with Calvin Johnson. It's quite surprising that Sean McVay outplayed him in high school. Now, it wasn't that he outplayed Calvin, but he just had a better year. And even when you talk to Sean McVay, and we got the footage right here, you can check it out, he was out there doing his thing. But here's the thing. Calvin Johnson would admit he was a little bit of a slow starter. You know, he's a late bloomer. They used to call him Butterfingers. So Sean McVay was cooking in high school. Don't let him tell you anything different.
When I look at it with the eye gate, and I see Sean McVay, I see Zach Taylor, and then I see Adrian Peterson, and all of that, man, it all looks like mess to me. Whoever was in charge of this voting and choosing, you didn't know what you were doing. I don't want to hear that. That's Calvin Johnson. That's Adrian Peterson. Those are two Hall of Famers. Zach and McVay, if they get there to be coaching, they ain't do enough playing.
That's what you call keeping it all the way real.
That's just
I
real.
feel you on that.
Real. Somebody liked them, and they voted them in. But don't y'all take that for anything. Doesn't mean anything.
Irv, you crazy. Oh, man.
Oh, look at that right there. We got
So next up, in 2.5 weeks, it's the Combine. You're looking at Combine footage of Zach Taylor, the current Bengals coach, when he was at the Combine in 07, throwing it around. Looks like, I mean, are we that old at this network that we now have quarterbacks who are throwing quarterbacks at the Combine? Good God. Now, Super Bowl head coaches. That's how we roll here. Super Bowl number 19 for us on NFL Network. Mark Wahlberg making his way to the set as we make our way to kickoff.
HBCUs have produced some of football's all-time greats. Now see which draft prospects will follow in their footsteps. The inaugural HBCU Legacy Bowl, Saturday at 4 on NFL Network.
Among my patients, I often see them have teeth sensitivity as well as gum issues. Does it worry me? Absolutely. Sensodyne sensitivity and gum gives us a dual action effect that really takes care of both our teeth sensitivity as well as our gum issues. There's no question it's something that I would recommend.
Getting the incredible iPhone 13 without T-Mobile makes as much sense as playing hide and seek in the desert.
Really, guys?
T-Mobile has more 5G bars in more places. And now, when you switch, you can get iPhone 13 on us at T-Mobile.
We always believed the welcoming spirit was a small town thing. Turns out, we were wrong. Wherever Jim Beam is welcome, you'll be welcome too.
Hi.
You look really nice.
You look so cute.
New Cantina Crispy Chicken Tacos. Try them with creamy chipotle or avocado ranch sauce.
Monday on NFL Total Access, when the whistle blows and the confetti falls and the trophy is raised and the speeches are made, what will the story be? Super Bowl 56, every game-changing moment, every game-breaking star. Monday, 6 Eastern.
Bring it. Time out, guys. I'm late to dinner. My mom's gonna kill me. Catch you guys later.
Mom wants us home. Okay. Bye, guys.
You guys need a ride? Sure. Yeah. All right. How about some one-on-one? I gotta go eat, man. Sorry, I'll see you later.
The players are rolling into SoFi. Who we got? A little Von Miller. Look at those chains. Look at the bling.
Wow. Icy.
You know, Kyle and I were on the NFL Honors red carpet the other day. I think a lot of work goes into these, a lot of thought goes into these outfits.
So much work.
They're looking
all for the gram, Bonetta.
Pretty good. Listen,
Miracle Academy.
You don't need to tell me. Some fans are rolling in. There's lots of stuff going on today, guys. People are trying to keep cool. A lot of orange in the crowd. I'm seeing a lot of orange. All right, welcome back to Game Day morning. More like Game Day afternoon at this point. We have been hanging out on this beautiful lake set all day long. Kyle Brandt, D'Angelo Hall, Peter Schrager. I am Rachel Bonetta. Guys, what an incredible day. We're getting close.
My gosh. So good. It's almost that time.
Basking in the sun. D-Hall, you're going to get in the lake before the day's through? Or? That's a no.
Maybe
That's a no.
not.
That's fine.
Maybe
it's
not.
fine.
Maybe
It's okay. All right. Well, we can't wait for the game. We really cannot wait for halftime. Yeah. Legendary LA radio personality Big Boy sat down with Dre, Snoop, and Mary J to talk about tonight and the lasting impact their performance will have on this city.
Every day like my birthday, bring the cake in, bring the cake in, bring the cake in. I feel good, I feel great, man, I feel amazing. Man, I feel amazing, man, I feel amazing.
Here we are. This is legendary. We got Snoop Dogg, the Queen, Mary J. Blige, and the orchestrator, Dr. Dre. I haven't seen this kind of anticipation for a Super Bowl in years.
Well, there's a reason why I took it to a different level, because hip-hop is the biggest genre of music on the planet right now, and everybody's been thirsty for it. It's not surprising to me that everybody got as excited as they did. In L.A., who else is going to perform the Super Bowl halftime show in L.A.? Brand new SoFi Stadium, Inglewood. I mean, who else is going to do it? Yep. The idea coming up with all of us performing at the Super Bowl, like, okay, maybe we can get this across. And then I started calling up my family. Everybody was really enthusiastic about it and said, okay, let's do it.
We having great things happen with our lives right now, and then all of a sudden we get this call, and it don't even conflict with what we doing. She was in the middle of shooting one of my favorite TV shows. I'm over here doing this, Kendrick doing this, everybody doing different things, but when Dr. Dre called, it just felt like everything in our lives just froze for him.
Yep, because from the gate, I was like, I'm in. Why wouldn't I be in? Why would I turn this down? Like, this is destined. This is supposed to be. Like,
what does it feel like in rehearsals, Mary, with just being on the field?
It's massive. I mean, it feels like a giant step. Like, it just feels like something's coming. Just goosebumps. Goosebumps for hip-hop.
Divine intervention. Yeah, bro. That's exactly what it is, because we couldn't have called it or played it no other way. It's just it's supposed to be.
This is historic. This is groundbreaking. This is hip-hop on steroids.
From the depths of the sea, back to the black Snoop Doggy Dogg, funky, yes, the dot went solo on that air, but it's still the same.
Same.
Amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Look at these